green Mitsubishi Eclipse. How Fast and Furious accidentally created an icon before the Supra, before the Skyline. Before Fast and Furious became a global action franchise, there was a bright green Mitsubishi Eclipse. No turbo, front-wheel drive, and it almost didn't make the movie. Yet somehow, this car helped launch one of the most influential car franchises of all time. Today, we're breaking down why the Eclipse was chosen, what it really was, and why its impact was way bigger than anyone expected. Why the Eclipse was chosen. During pre-production in 2000, the goal wasn't fantasy, it was realism. The production team held open casting calls for real street cars. Only one second-generation Mitsubishi Eclipse showed up. It belonged to a tuner named John Loppet. Brian O'Connor wasn't meant to dominate yet. He was talented, but unproven. The Eclipse wasn't exotic or expensive, it was believable. That's why it worked. Why it looked the way. It did. The Eclipse wasn't originally green. The studio painted it neon green anyway, so it would stand out in night races and fast cuts. Carbon fiber accents, bold graphics, underglow, a large wing. Everything reflected early 2000s tuner culture. Loud, aggressive, and slightly overdone, which fit Brian perfectly. What the Eclipse actually was. The car was a 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse RS. Front-wheel drive, naturally aspirated, around 140 horsepower, no turbo, no all-wheel drive. The intercooler was empty. The NOS bottles weren't connected. The nitrous button was pure cinema. Brian wasn't meant to win. Danger to manifold. The warning makes no mechanical sense, but narratively, it works. Brian pushes too far. The car fails. He loses. That failure matters. How the movie was filmed, 6 Eclipses were used, hero cars for close-ups, stunt cars for destruction, camera cars for motion shots, most stunt cars were stripped down and automatic. Hollywood efficiency. Why the Eclipse had to die. The Eclipse was a stepping stone. Brian fails, then earns his evolution. Its destruction clears the path forward. Cultural impact. The film pushed tuner culture into the mainstream. Aftermarket sales exploded. The Eclipse mattered because it was attainable. It made car culture feel accessible. Legacy. The Eclipse appeared in games, models, collectibles, and replicas. One surviving car sits in a museum today. Its influence lasted far longer than its screen time. Why it still matters. The Eclipse wasn't perfect, and that's why it worked. It represents a shift toward enthusiast-driven car culture. Skyline tease. The Eclipse got Brian inside the scene, but next came the statement. A car not sold in the US, a global icon. Next episode, the Nissan Skyline.